Adaptation finance is lagging behind in Africa. A recent report from the United Nations shows that very little was allocated for this endeavor, especially in sub-Saharan African countries in 2019 and 2020.
In 2019 to 2020, climate finance was $632 billion. Out of the $632 billion, only $46 billion was accorded for adaptation. And then $15 billion was accorded for dual purposes, that is mitigation and adaptation.
While developing countries are mitigating the effects of climate change, it is primordial to increase the finance package for adaptation.
Sub-Saharan African countries, many of them are spending 5 times their budget for adaptation than they are spending for healthcare. This means the African countries, Sub-Saharan African countries, are paying for climate adaptation with their lives and health.
It is for this reason that about 150 youths across the continent who converge on Yaoundé have called on giant global polluters to honor their pledges towards African countries and act accordingly. It was during the inaugural Youth Forum on Adaptation Finance in Africa.
Here in the word adapt, that is trying to adapt to the new policies that has been put forward by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, and Cameroon being one of the signatories to this party makes us to know that we have more to say.
An action plan to increase climate adaptation finance has been adopted at the end of the forum. Preparations are underway with the Ministry of Environment, Nature Protection and Sustainable Development to properly present and defend this agenda during the COP28 summit in Dubai.